Where was I? Okay. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Yeah. Okay. I think I know where I was going with that. This is actually not bad stuff here, but I've got to get through all the cracks first. Let's butterfly it. Yeah, let's do the thing. Shall we do the thing? Ta-da. Yeah, we gotta do the thing because that's the new development in Flintknapping. Sometimes people ask me, what's new in Flintknapping? It's the thing when you open it up. Oh, nice. Perfect arrowhead, just like that, right? No? No. Crazy. Okay, let's see. I shouldn't throw them up there because you know what happens when I start throwing things. They bump into other things. And when there's delicate things, they don't like it. See, I just threw it on top of my other. I did this yesterday, right? I worked on it a little bit off camera just to make it more symmetrical. I'm going to finish it off camera too. Yeah. Probably one of the last things I do this week is finish that one off. I'll do it at the last minute. This way I'm not going to film it, because it'll be crunch time. I don't like filming during crunch time or my days off. All right. I don't know. What am I gonna do? Okay. It's supposed to cooperate. Supposed to. It's supposed to be good stuff. I'm just gonna have to hit that lumpy spot and hope it works eventually. Okay. Is there a bunch of incipient cracks in there now? Could be. Could be. Come on. Come on. It wants to go, but it's not going. See that? What the heck? There it is. Ready? Ta-da! What am I gonna do now? This is a quarry blank. Yep. Take it home. Get the quarry, you get the rock, you reduce it down to this, take this home. Maybe some of the flakes. You know, take this home. I'll take this home. This is what they call a backed blade. B-A-C-K-E-D, backed blade, because it has like cortex on one side. You can use this for various tasks because it won't cut you on this side. It's a ready-made blade. Ready-made blade. This one's a backed blade too. This is really cool. Anyways, lots of backed blades. You can use them without cutting yourself. Just FYI, in case you didn't know what they were. You might see that verbiage somewhere. Backed blade. That color is driving me nuts. See that? The reflection in the... That's caused by the broken lens. And I think they're getting more and more broken as time goes by. I still have not gone down to see if I can get that replaced. I keep spending my money on other things. All right, 5/8 inch aluminum. Youch. It looks like high grade stuff, but it's still tough. That rhymes too. Looks like high grade stuff, but it is still tough. Nice. Ready? Ta-da. Gotta do the new stuff. You know, pay some lip service to the new trends. Till finally someone says, okay, it's enough. I'll stop doing that. I will stop doing it when you stop doing it. How's that? That's what I would tell them. Well, that's what I'm telling them now. You guys out there to do that, I'll stop doing it if you stop doing it. Yeah. There you go. They call that an ultimatum. What? He's talking about tomatoes? What's the tomatoes got to do with the Flintknapping? No, it's not all tomatoes. It's ultimatum. It's ultimatum. Alta. Now we're thinning. Now we're thinning. Oh yes. It's getting skinny. Nice. Well, I was a little worried up there for a second. For just 1 second. Exactly. I was worried that was going to be not a good area. Some of this stuff might still be dicey. There we go. Most of it's gone now. There's still one little area in there that doesn't look that great. Creeping in on it. You didn't know you had to be creepy? You gotta creep in on this stuff. It's gotta be creepy. Yeah. You gotta be careful what I say. What's another terminology for creeping in on it? Sneak up on it? Yeah, you can just sneak up on it. Reminds me of that movie, The Outlaw Josie Wales. Not supposed to be able to sneak up on an Indian. But that Indian in the movie, he got snuck up on. That was one of the best parts of the movie, I think. It's funny. It has some dry humor in the movie. I wonder who else uses dry humor or droll humor D-R-O-L-L. I think that's how you spell it, or am I using the right word? There's some of that in that movie. It's no wonder I like it. Yeah. I gotta watch it. Now that I'm mentioning that movie, I gotta pay my $3.50 to Google to watch it. It's a good deal, actually. I don't think it's one of my free options. I got a bunch of movies I can watch for free, but they're not any good. Except I did watch a Rifleman episode a couple nights ago. Excellent episode. A Rifleman carries around a rifle instead of a Colt revolver. Anyway, nobody young watches this anyway, so most of you know what I'm talking about. The youngins don't know what I'm talking about, but most of you guys do. We still watch the old stuff. Black and white, color, don't matter. Yeah. We'll watch the black and white stuff. Imagine our own colors. It should all go back to black and white. Yeah. Dang it. I'm trying to focus and it doesn't work. I'm focused on messing up. It appears. Yeah, this is high grade raw chert. From that big old rock, I got this little piece. And it does have some inclusions in it, but I still call it a high grade. Yeah. And with high grade, I'm supposed to be able to avoid these little step fractures like that. Supposed to be. I'm supposed to be able to thin it down a lot. And do the ta-da! Like that. Yes, yes. That was too easy. Yeah. I'm not used to working high grade flint or chert. This was a chert because the outside is limestone. It's not chalky. It's a chert. Chalky chert. If it's chalky, if it's, what am I saying? If it's not chalky, it's chert. Chalky is for flint. Yeah. You can get mixed up with that because they both begin with the CH. I just got mixed up myself. Chalky means it's not chert. Chalky, not chert. There you go. Yeah, I tried something fancy and I stepped it. I can unstep it. It's not a big deal. I tried to send in a flake that way. Nice and fancy. You can do that on Obsidian. You can do it so good that it overshoots, but on this stuff, nope. It's not so cooperative. Yeah. It's not steppy either. I'm just being a little bit careless with it. This is not steppy. This is nice stuff. If there is stepping going on, it's just my fault. How do you know? How do I know? Just a matter of experience. That's it. Just a long time doing it. That's all. I don't know how to quantify it or figure out, you know, what exactly makes it happen. What makes that knowledge happen that I know when it's me and not the chert or the flint? How do I know? I don't know exactly for sure. At any moment in time, you're never for sure about anything in flint knapping. Just after thousands and thousands of strikes and hits and mistakes and successes, just get a feel for it. The feel that the new guys, they don't know what that is. Yeah. The more you nap, the better you get, the more you know about the feel. How do I know how much to grind? It's all feel. You just have to imitate until, you know, you do monkey see, monkey do until you can figure it out by feel. Okay, so I might be able to do one of those fancy pressure flaking things, patterns on this, right? I could try it. Is it translucent? It is a little bit translucent. I'm gonna switch over to steel and do some more intricate work on this. I don't think this is going to be fun to pressure flake, but I'm going to try it and see what it feels like here in a minute. I got 3 grades of abrading stones. These are all artificial. They're grinding wheels, former grinding wheels. Industrial. This is an industrial one. You won't be able to find this in stores, boys and girls. These two you can. This one is from Lowe's and this one's from Harbor Freight. This one's a medium from Lowe's and this is a medium from Harbor Freight. I think it's a medium. Anyway, this wears down really, really fast, but it abrades really, really well. This one does not wear down that fast, and it doesn't really abrade all that great. And it breaks off easy. This one here is extremely aggressive. Just so you know. Do I know the grits? I don't know the grits. I don't know. Sorry. Alright. Why don't I know? It didn't say on the packaging, I don't think. If it did, I missed it. Accidentally on purpose. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's not going to be good. This stuff does not pressure flake easily. It pressure flakes well, beautiful, but not easily. Holy cow. Holy smokes. Yeah, definitely go to steel indirect percussion, 3/8 inch steel. With the industrial coarse abrader. Why? Because I don't want to take all freaking day doing it. Cleaning off the tip of the indirect percussion striker. Or horizontal punch. Yeah. That's not. I can already see where this is going. Yeah. If I'm not careful, we might go to the islands on this one. You might say, just switch back to the aluminum then, in that case. Why use something that'll create some steps? I don't know, I just get that feeling if it starts to be too steppy, then I'll switch back. Voila. There's a step there, but it's not bad. Why is it not bad? Because it's in the center, easy to reach, and there's opportunities to get it. So it's not bad. If it was the opposite, if it was near the edge over here somewhere and there's no opportunities to get it, that would be bad. Now, can I pressure flake that off? Yeah, I can push on that. I can also use a cheater tool. 1/4 inch steel. Pounded flat. Not too much pounding because it hardens it too much. You can use a cheater tool to try to knock that off, but a lot of times that flake will dive right in and you'll ruin it. But it is possible to get it off that way. Yeah, but not like that. I didn't hit hard enough. It's going to make me try to break it. Yes. I have to hit it so hard that it might break it. Voila. Dicey, but it was worth it. Worth taking the risk. Now, what's up with this? It's really tough. I cannot hold back. I've got to really strike it hard. Yep. Dang it. Man. Okay. It needs extremely hard strikes. And I still got a step fracture. But that was not that bad either. I can get that later. I think there's an opportunity here from the other side. Oh yeah, exciting development. I got a chance to go deer hunting this year. I think I'm going to finally take them up on the offer. Yep. Exciting. I even got a chance to get filmed shooting a deer, possibly. Someone my host offered to film me if I was going to shoot something. I'm still thinking about that one. I don't know. Why? I don't know. We shall see. We shall see. I don't know. Yeah, if I wanted to do a hunting channel, I would have done it a long time ago. Or if I wanted to include hunting on my channel, I would have done it a long time ago. Or at least, you know, attempted to. Maybe shoot targets on video. I have done a little bit of that. But mainly just to demonstrate, not to show my archery prowess or anything like that. I don't have much archery prowess. Unfortunately, I don't practice all that much. Why not? I'd rather do that. Voila. I'd rather do Flintknapping. I do like hunting, camping, and fishing. Those are my favorite three things. Hunting, camping, and fishing. Other than making stuff. I like making stuff, drawing stuff. But I also like hunting, camping, and fishing. I just don't do much of that latter much anymore. I don't do much of it. Why? I don't know. But I think I'm going to take them up on the offer this year. Yeah. It's about time to get out of the doldrums. Now, what am I going to do? Let's see. There's a lot of options. I just don't know which options to take as far as point style goes. Usually at this stage I'm thinking, what has been a request? What has someone requested something? Because I can just make a San Pedro point out of this. And call it good. You know, basket maker, that little dart point. All right, it's time to do some pressure flaking because it's pretty thin. Let's do some pressure flaking and finish it out a little bit. See what it looks like. Bring it closer to the finished stage. There is some possibilities as far as thinning goes. I can thin it more. Take advantage of its strength. It is a very strong piece of stone. I could probably thin it really, really well. There was a time where I would want to do lots and lots of thinning always. But nowadays, not so much. I don't go for the ultra thin stuff. Not even off camera. And that reminds me, I was messing with the zoom function on YouTube on other videos and on my videos too. Yeah, and you can zoom in. It's amazing how easy it is. I remember when YouTube didn't have that function. I'm pretty sure that I missed when they started doing that. People were telling me, I can just zoom in, dude. You don't need to zoom in. Really? And it didn't even dawn on me that I should try it on other videos. You know, watching other people's videos and then watching my own and zooming in. Instead of me having to zoom in with this camera. This goofy phone camera. Yeah, so I was trying it out. And sure enough, you can zoom right in. You can know when I'm pushing down on the surface or pushing at an angle on the edge. You can see if the edge is ground rounded or just ground on one side, kind of. How do I know what type of grinding to use? It's by feel. It's the feeling of it. And then it's also experimentation. If it doesn't work with one method, you try something else. Okay? Alrighty? Try it and see. Try and see. If it doesn't work, then you throw that technique out and try something else. You know, at least for the time being, you try other things. Try grinding in a different way or with a different grit. Sometimes you do need to just try it the same way over and over and over and over until you get the better results that you're expecting. Yeah, you don't always have to switch. You can keep trying the same way over and over again until you get better results. That works a lot of times. Okay, come on. I'm gonna. Oh, I was going to put a lot of pressure on that, but it didn't lend itself to being pressed against. It released too fast there. So yeah, I'm just regularizing this little edge up here. So far so good on the tip. Yeah. It is easier now that I'm just taking little flakes. When I start taking the bigger flakes down here, that's when I'm going to have to put some effort into it. These up here near the tip are not bad. As far as the amount of pressure I need to send a flake inward. Oops, that's too fast. Too easy. The edge is too weak. If the edge is too weak, those flakes come off way too easily and they don't go far enough or deep enough. Can you zoom in and see? This is much easier to see than black obsidian. Much easier. As long as it stays in focus. Come on. Just trying to thin down the tip a little bit. It's not too much to expect. I can go a little thinner. All right, here goes. Satisfactory? Satisfactory. Is it getting translucent yet? It's getting more translucent. After that last round of thinning, it got more translucent. Now I just got to work on regularizing the edge. Maybe I can take another couple thinning flakes somewhere. Maybe. It's going to want me to hit it extremely hard, so I might not take the chance. If you remember how hard I needed to hit it earlier, I probably should not take the chance on trying to thin it down anymore. Probably. The operative word here is probably. I didn't say definitely. So you know what that means. In this case, I'm not thinning it for the video. I'm thinning it because I don't like the way this edge is developing. It's too wonky for my taste. So I'm going to thin it down, not just because it's a video, but because I would normally thin it down more and correct the wonkiness. Slight wonkiness in that blade and take the risk. Voila. Took that one out. There's still a little bit of a lump here. Let's see. Ooh, battery power is low. Hold on. Funny how the battery drains really fast when you're filming, huh? Funny how that works. Okay. Yeah, if you got a stupid phone, the battery doesn't hold a charge very easily. Yeah, I know. Did I goof it up? No, just wait. It's controlled. Okay, that was a controlled step fracture. Yeah. Remember, boys and girls, I'm what you call a professional. Who's that guy? I wish I could remember the guy's name. He's one of the firearms guys on YouTube. He always says that I'm what you call a professional. Don't try this at home. I'm what you call a professional. All right, let's see if I can clean it up. Did it do it? It did it. All right. Let's try to clean up this bottom part. Yeah, I don't need to do any more thinning on the upper blade. Let's try some on the lower blade. I'm going to try to shoot a flake across here. Just for grins and giggles, because that's what I would normally do. It's not for the video. I'll let you know if I'm just thinning for the video. This one is what I would normally do. Because I see a thick spot that could challenge us if we were going to do some awesome notching. Let's see if it did it. I think it did it. It did. It did it. It's not perfect, but you know. Doesn't have to be. Okay, I think we can do the pressure flaking now. After a bunch of grinding, we can do the pressure flaking. And then we'll figure out what we're gonna make the stem look like. What is the stem gonna look like? Do I want to leave that pocket of crystals in there? You know I do. So what kind of stem can I make to leave that in there? I don't know. I probably should not even worry about that sort of stuff. Nope. Not gonna worry about it. If it remains in there, it remains in there. I'm not even gonna try to include that little crystal pocket. Some of you might think, you know, they say that if you leave the crystals in it, it's got more power. Yeah, power of crystals. I can make fun of it because my mom used to be one of those crystal people. She was big time crystal people, had crystals all over the house, especially in the windows. They refract light or something, and it shoots rays of light into the house when the sun hits the crystal. That sort of thing. So she'd hang them in the windows. Special powers. Yeah. If I leave it in there and then I shoot it at a deer, the deer's not going to appreciate them special powers. I don't think so. I don't think the deer will go, oh, I'm so glad he hit me with a crystal pocket type of arrowhead. That was cool. No. Let me see. I ended up removing a lot of that edge, didn't I? Okay. I gotta stop looking at it and just snap it. Pressure flaking is not too bad, actually. Either that or I'm getting used to it. I thought it was going to be harder than this to pressure flake it. My technique is not so great. I need some more finesse. I think I might need an indirect strike to clean that up. But no, let's see. I'll try pressure. The edge isn't dull enough yet, though. I gotta apply some serious heavy pressure. Okay, where's the big Ishii stick? Okay. Did it do it? I think it did it. It did what I wanted it to do. Let's see if it'll attack that step fracture. Yeah. It petered out. It's alright. Okay, let's see. Nope. It's too dull to be a good pressure area. Alright, here we go. Nope. The angle's not, it's too rounded. I gotta put in a slight bevel. Trying to send a flake in toward that crystal pocket. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, they kind of did it. There it is. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Yep, it's just a matter of finishing it out. Alrighty, so I don't know. Still haven't decided what I'm going to do with the base. I usually make a Frio at this point, at this juncture. And I usually sharpen it up last. But I kind of gave myself some time to figure out what I'm going to do with it. And I still don't know. Leave it as is, and then you can decide if you end up buying it. No, I want to make something out of this one. Let me think here. It's probably going to mess up. If I do some notches in it, it's going to mess up that crystal pocket. Might as well just eliminate that crystal pocket right off the bat so I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to have it looking at me the whole time. Alright. Just flatten out the base or make it concave or something. If I flatten the base, it takes way too much off. Let's see. I'm losing my mind here. This is the book. You guys need it if you want to make Texas stuff. Yep. All these are actual size. Just like in the Overstreet price guide, all actual size. The Overstreet's a good reference. Should I make an Ellis? A big old Ellis? The Ellis is a short, thick-bodied point, so maybe not. Is Ensor coming up? Yeah, right there. Ensor. It's big for an insert. And the sides are not straight on mine. I would have to take the sides down a little bit more. Yeah. Fairland. I would need to make the base very concave. But I could do a Fairland. Oh yeah, fall asleep. Dang it. Frio. I usually just do Frio. It's so easy. So easy to make that decision. Make a Gower. Golly, it doesn't even look like a point style. These all look different from each other, like they're not even the same group together. Why are these all grouped together as the same point type? Why? I don't know. Wecco. There's an echo. No, it's a Wecco. Wecco rhymes with echo. Yeah. Keithville. What the heck is a Keithville? Late Paleo Indian. These things were ground? I've never made a Keithville. It looks related to a San Patrice. Let's see. Oh yeah. Basal edges are ground, and it is generally thicker than with the deeply concave base of San Patrice. So it is kind of like a San Patrice. I'm reading from up here, okay? I'm not making it up. So it's kind of thicker than a San Patrice. I can make a Kinney with a deep concavity in the base. Lang. There we go. I can make a Lang like that one. Except it has a... Langs have a slight constriction. Just above the barbs. Some bases are markedly convex. This one is a late archaic. I mean, I could just do it. Yeah. Do the Lang point. Alright. You convinced me. I don't think I've done a Lang point in quite some time. You're thinking, no, the Lang is too easy for you. It's too easy for us. Pick something not so easy. No, I want to pick something easy, okay? Yeah, I do want to pick something easy for a change. Am I messing up already? I think I'm messing up already. Langs are easy, but they're not like way off on the symmetry. They're a little bit off. It's not perfect on these. The notches are not narrow to start out with, so that's a plus. Of course, nothing is saying I can't make them narrow, right? I think. I don't know. None of those Langs are narrow notch. All right. Yeah, this is a raw stone, so it's eating my tool for lunch. Come on. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta be careful that I don't make it the notch too wide, but I might have to widen this one out because of the difficulty in the stone right there. The inconsistency in the stone. Let's see. I'm going to do indirect for a second here. I should have done this before I started notching it. I always forget to drive thinning flakes before I start notching. It would make it so much easier if I just remember that. So I don't have to do it at this stage. Okay. Yeah, the Lang will give me some leeway here. The notches are not narrow entry at all, so I'm going to try to sneak up on that thick spot. Did I do it? Come on. This is putting the whole point at risk. should get some of those diamond files, huh? So I can file down the inside of that notch and just keep pushing. But yeah, I'm gonna try to thin it out that way. See if that works. That didn't work that well, actually. I was hoping that was gonna work a little bit better. There's concrete right there. Okay, let's see if I can. Let's see. Hour and 11 minutes. Let's see if we can wrap this up. There it is. Did you see it or did you miss it? I just pressure flaked that. Powered it right in there. Probably would not have been able to do it that easily unless I had taken that basalt flake there. That helped. Every little bit helps sometimes. All right. There we go. Making some progress now. Switch back over to the other tool. Starting to stall again. Yep. Keep looking over at the laying picture. This has a concavity. You know, the inside of this notch has a causes the stem to have a concave edge. So I can try to sneak up on the stalled notch that way. Okay, let's see. What makes the lang look like a lang point? I'm gonna go for this one here because I like that one. Well, for one, my barbs are not wide enough, so it's not gonna look that great. Yeah. Alright. The notch is deep enough. Alright, so let's do the other side. Gotta watch I don't break off that barb on the other side when I'm doing this. It's easy to rock this back and forth and break off a barb. I'm just trying to push some flakes in ahead of time so that it will be easier to make a deep notch. All right. Where'd it go? Okay, where did you go? Yeah, there it is. All right, these are not particularly sharp or not unusually sharp on the barbs or the ears. This looks like a bunch of regular thinning flakes from the base. Nothing spectacular. And now I just put in the constriction. When I put this constriction in, I might be able to clean up some of that mess. Yeah, you'll see. There's no mess on this side. But this side, I can shoot in a flake. Might clean it up a little bit. I would like to clean it up further up too. And the point is a little bit more pointy on the lang, so I'm going to make that more pointy. This, however, is a little bit dicey. Let's see. Yeah, I'm dulling my nice sharp edge, but I need to make it more pointy up here, so I got to grind it down to do the final pressure pass. Oh, dang. That's not good. Yeah, not good at all. Look at that. Yep. Sloppy. Let's see how it turns out. That's not good. Yeah, I'm trying to spend, an hour to make it look like I made it in 30 minutes. Anyway, the laying points aren't that persnickety on the edges. But they do have some fine pressure flaking, it looks like. At least in resharpening. This one has some fine, relatively fine flaking on the edge, but it's hard to see. Mine is a little bit finer. See, it looks like there's a lot of percussion remnants on the lang. It's not all pressure flaked. Okay. Or it could be just heavy pressure on a lot of it, and with just very, very little touch up. Yeah, are these supposed to be thick? Let's see. Yeah, it does not say that if these are thick or thin points. I could make it look a little more crude by taking some more percussion flakes off, instead of making it look so regularly flaked. I don't know. Alright, so I threw some irregularity in there by taking off some percussion flakes. Yeah, alright. These aren't that regular. You know what I mean? They're resharpened and they're not symmetrical. There's a lot of damage on some of these. The barbs are missing on some of them. That sort of thing. It's still, adding a little bit of irregularity in, with some of these percussion flakes. It still looks pretty regular. Anyway, that's it. I'll stop messing with it. Let's see how it looks. Let's see how it looks on a 4-shaft. Yeah, that one's a little bit too big, but yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, as a style, point style. All right, it got very dark all of a sudden. Where did that lamp? Oh, I know. I hit one of the lamps in it. Okay, so yeah, that's a nice. The haft is a little bit deep, but it's good. I like that style. Yeah. This haft is a little bit deep for this point. It should be like right about there. Just enough to get that wrapping over the top of the wood from the notch. Now, if it goes deeper, you can go up on the blade a little bit. Wrap up on the blade a little bit. Across the top of the wood and get up on the blade slightly. It doesn't really help. I mean, it doesn't really hurt if it's a projectile point. A knife, yeah, you don't want any wrapping down low, I don't think. But a projectile point, I don't see why not. Okay, so yeah. That's it. I messed with it for a long time. It's actually a nice material when it wants to be. Yep, alright, that's it.